State championship getting ready to start here. Baileyville B&B looking for their third title in 7 years. And Argonia is the one standing away in that feat, as well as third title in 7 years. Baileyville B&B will be looking for their second consecutive state championship win. They made it here, winning the first in their semifinal over Weskin, winning 25-13 and 25-13. Excuse me, 25-13 and 25-15. And Argonia comes in. They had two close matchups with Grainfield and Wheatland-Grinnell. Argonia took them 25-22 and 25-21. Baileyville comes in at 39-5. Argonia comes in at 38-5. So both teams record-wise are similar. So let's see what happens. Baileyville will be in the blue and white. Argonia will be in the red and white. It's the Raiders and it's the Falcons for the 1A Division II Kansas state title. Watch out for Baileyville B&B's front line. Their front line consists of Nicole Sudebeck, Ashley Schmitz, Laura Sudebeck, and Haley Strothman. Was really the player of the semifinal round for Baileyville B&B. She was nearly unstoppable. The third place game will be Grainfield and it will be Weskin, as both those teams fell to these two teams right here. And we're underway, the 1A Division II State Volleyball Championship. Baileyville taking on Argonia. And that one's going to drop in. Early point goes to the Raiders of Argonia. Argonia comes in from the South Central Border Conference. See, they're going to set it up for Sudebeck at the front line that I mentioned earlier, and she gets it to fall right off of the hands of Argonia's defense. Looks like that was Faith Gaddy who was unable to control that one. So here we go, we're still tied up here. 1-1. Things quickly got going on the other side of things in third place. It's 3-1 already over there. And that front line that was so dominant in that semifinal right there, they have miscommunications with some errors right there, giving Argonia the lead here. Set number one still. It's early. Chasing that one down. Great hustle right there for the Raiders. And they get it to fall in, and things are still going here. Schrothman tried to get that one to fall, but once again, Shelby McCoy, 5'4" junior, playing the libero position, keeping the ball alive for the Raiders. So here we go, Dieter's going to set it up. Schrothman's going to be blocked. You don't see that often, and that's going to lead to an Argonian point. Argonia 3-1. This is the biggest deficit that they have faced here today. Even through the first semifinal, they never trailed by 2 points. So now Baileyville being in a situation they have not faced today. 4-1 now the Raiders. Once again from Argonia wearing the red, taking control. Baileyville did drop one set yesterday to Ingalls. They dropped it 23-25. Ultimately, they won it overall, advancing here to the second day of the state tournament and onward here to the state title for the second straight year, third time in the last 7 years. Ashley Kramer, the 5'6" junior, going to serve. And too far. We saw her do that as well once in the semifinal game against Weskin. 5-2, Argonia has the lead. The Raiders looking for a state title for themselves. Set up, blocked. That one's gonna fall. It stays on the Raiders' side of the net. Sudbeck now will serve. Laura Sudbeck, excuse me. Two Sudebecks, Nicole and Laura, both play that front line for Baileyville. Blocked, but it stays on Baileyville's side. You have Ashley Kramer skying up to try to block that one back down. Remember, she's only 5'6". So there we go. Now they're going to jump it up. Trothman has been inefficient so far here early on. There's a point right there for Baileyville. Drawing in closer at 6-4. Not many times you can say Baileyville has been down, especially here in this state tournament. They do come in with 5 losses. And there's Kramer trying to set it up for Sudbeck. So let's try and let's set it up on the other side. But too strong with that one is Cassidy Holsing. And once again, the Raiders are taking advantage of the errors that are being committed by Baileyville. Blocked, and that one's gonna go off. She tried to regain it, Katie Herter, after she got rejected, but it goes backwards past the back line for Baileyville. And Baileyville is doubled up right now, 8-4. Baileyville had an easy going with Weskin, struggling right now in Argonia. You know, Grainfield, they took them down to the wire both times. So they're in this situation right now where they're used to, and Baileyville's not used to being down, so let's see how they respond. They do come back with a quick point right there, and Ashley Kramer will be on to serve once again. And there's the kill attempt by Argonia. It's one of the first times that we've seen Herter go down to the floor and pick it up here in this championship set number 1. Ball heading towards the net divider, dividing the championship game and the third place game. Ball just coasted on that side of the net. Tight roping its way out of bounds, and it's going to be a .2 Baileyville, but you don't see that very often. That ball just kind of sideways spinning its way on top of the net. Baileyville got the point. 8-6 now is the deficit that they are behind. Just 2. It was 8-4, so they've rallied here for 2 straight points, trying to get on top of the Raiders. And it's 3 straight points now, as unable to control that one for Argonia is JC Petom. Gonna go out of bounds. 8-7. Inching closer is Baileyville. They want that, desperately want that back-to-back state title on their resume. And fighting to keep that dream alive is Cassidy Holsting, the 5'8" junior, blocking that one right back down from that front line of the Raiders. And that one now, the error, the miscommunication will lead to Baileyville. As you looked and you saw, it looked like Hayla Hessman thought it was going to be taken. She thought the teammate was going to take it. The teammate thought she was going to take it. And now Baileyville is in full throttle right now, accounting for 6 straight points to take a 10-8 lead over the Raiders from Argonia. And frustration now, as you can see, being shown by Argonia and their coach. She's going to want to talk some things over with her team. Case Adelhart calls the timeout. Her team was up 8-4, but now she sees her team down 11-8. And anytime you see Baileyville going on a run, you want to call a timeout. Try to see if that will slow down their momentum. 12-10 is the score on the other side of things. Correction, 13-10. On the other side of things is the score. Grainfield with the lead. Again, you're watching the 1A Division II state title between Baileyville B&B and Argonia here on KSHSAA Network. It's 11-8. Baileyville B&B. They serve it over. Going down low, keeping it alive is Holsing. Herder, the libero, keeps it going. She's been strong here early on. And that one's gonna go out of bounds, but a great effort on the part of Allen right there. Going down to the ground, hitting the hardwood hard. Able to get over the net, but ultimately it was on the opposite side that she needed it to go. Went out of bounds, and once again, running all over the place. The hustle by Argonia is what is keeping them in this game, but Baileyville is just on one of those runs right now. 9 straight points right now, and it's 13-8. So Baileyville has woken up. And they have woke up in a hurry, in a big way. Ashley Kramer once again gets the ball over the net successfully. And now, there we go, Sudbeck unable to control that one. As the ball gets hit back over by Rebecca Fitch, the 5'2" sophomore. Ends the 9 straight point run that Baileyville constructed together. See if what Argonia can do after picking up the point, and the serve over by Allen. And there's the setup. Strotham tried to get that one over. Now they're going to come back, and now that's 2 straight points for Argonia. This time it's going to be Hayla Hessman, the 5'9" junior, getting that one to fall down in front of that very talented front line that Baileyville brings. 13-10, set number 1 in the state championship game. And now the Raiders are getting pumped up. You're seeing it in their face. 3 straight points now has got them within striking distance to take a lead, but a service error right there by Allen, and the Raiders now will drop back down to a 3-point deficit, but they have made things interesting right back now after giving up 9 straight points to the Baileyville Falcons. Coming right back, hits the middle of the net. Hessman tried to pick up another point for her team, but it just gave the point to Baileyville. Now Herder will serve it over. Set it up once again. Hessman this time, instead of going strong, goes soft. Sudbeck able to keep that one back over. Hard once again by Hessman. She's going to get rejected by the net. Stays it alive, but that's 4 hits. Hessman thought that the other team touched it. She thought Baileyville touched it. But no, it was just the net that touched that one, and it came right back down. So 4 hits. Point to Baileyville B&B, 16-11. Almost a double tap right there by Ashley Smith, but going to go out of bounds off the back line. She hit it backwards, trying to regain it off of the net. So it's going to be 16-12 now is what the score stands at. Baileyville B&B has the lead, and another service error by the Raiders. And there's the serve over by Holsing. Haven't heard a lot of Haley Strathman at least in this set number one in the state championship. The senior 6 foot who was so key in getting them here, not only yesterday, but as well in that semifinal game. She has yet to pick up a point, but it is 18-12. Her team is up, so ultimately that is all that matters to her. And 19-12 now. Argonia is going to call another timeout. It's their second one. She called one. Their coach, Case Adelhard, called that timeout after she saw them go off on 9 straight points, and now she sees her team down 19-12 on brink of losing this set number one in the state championship game to Baileyville B&B. Raiders do not want to drop the first set. First set is so key, especially when you're facing a team that is as talented and as hot as the Baileyville B&B Falcons. Soft hit over. Baileyville easily able to control it. Stratham comes back and she gets her first one. That's the first time she collects some point action here in the set number one of the state championship game. It's all smiles for Baileyville right now. And Schmitz is going to drop that one right down. Raiders looking to see what's going on, looking over their coach for reinsurance. But right there, Haley Ray just didn't know what was going on. The senior thought her teammate was going to jump up and take that one from the back row, but she didn't. There's going to be a service error right there by Classy Holsing. It's going to give Argonia the point, 21-13 right now. They're down. They need to orchestrate something beautiful right now if they want to take this one. They saw themselves down 20-19 in set number one earlier here in a semifinal game against Grainfield, in which they came back and they rattled off straight points to win 25-22. But facing a 22-13 deficit now, it's hard to overcome, especially with the talent that Baileyville B&B has. There's the shoot over by Nicole Sudbeck, and that's going to be too far. So it's the third service error that we have seen being committed by Baileyville here in this state championship set number one matchup against the Argonia Raiders, who come in at 38-5, winners over Grainfield to make it here to the state title matchup. And there's Kramer setting it up for Sudbeck, and Sudbeck's going to be rejected back, but it's going to go out of bounds, which means Baileyville is just 1 point away, 2 points away from taking the first set in the state championship game, and now it's one set. Frustration continues to set in for the Raiders, trying to figure something out. 24-14, can Argonia keep it going? Can they fight back in it? And Stratham's gonna have that one hit the net and go right back down in front of her. and she's gonna come back, and she was too soft on her first attempt, and then comes right back, and she's too hard right there. So 24-16. That's a little bit interesting. This is the closest matchup that they have had here today, and it's getting even closer now. Back-to-back times it sails past the back line for Baileyville, trying to sneak it in for a back row spikes, but maybe they need to try to drop one in soft. Let's see what they do right here. They get it over the net for the third hit. Coming back is Hessman. Hessman's going to be blocked by Kramer, but it's going to fall down in front of her. So what was 24-13 is now 24-18. Don't look now, but the Raiders are charging back, and that might end it, and it does. Set number one will go to Baileyville B&B, and now they just need to win one more set, and they will get back-to-back state titles, heading back to their hometown. They take the first one 25-18, 1A Division II state championship coverage on KSHSAA Network. Set number two, 2 minutes away from getting started now. Just moments away, in fact. Baileyville B&B is going to serve. They're going to get this one started right now. They took the first one 25-18. Argonia looking to force a third set, and Baileyville looking to end it right here in the set number two and take back-to-back state titles and win their third in the last 7 years. And they start off early with scoring their first point of the game, which is something that they have not done here today. They have never scored the first point. That's always been their opponents, but yet they have completed the sweep so far here. So let's see what happens, how they handle scoring the first point. Argonia comes right back. And they score right after Baileyville B&B does to even things up at 1-1 apiece. Teams have since then switched sides. Once again, the Raiders are in red from Argonia, and the Falcons are in blue from Baileyville B&B. Argonia 2 straight points as that one drops in the middle to the right side between the back row and the front row. So just perfect placement right there for the Raiders. And it's now 2-1. Make that 2-2 after the service error committed by Argonia. Hasenkamp came on to serve, and that time she did not serve it too much. Was not a service error, but still Argonia is going to get the point and take that 3-2 lead. Still a very minimal lead. You know Argonia doesn't want Baileyville to hang around. They want to try to put them away. Kill attempt for Argonia will be credited to Christina Tompkin. And now it's 4-2. Once again, Argonia is up by 2 points. Keep in mind, they were up 8-4 in set number 1 before 9 straight points by Baileyville. And then ultimately, Baileyville took it 25-18. They fight right back there. Laura Sudbeck, the 5'9" junior, who has been very good here this morning in both the semifinals and now the championship finals on that front line. Soft attempt right there, tried the teardrop to drop it in. Not able to get it over the net. It's gonna stay on their side, but not for a lack of trying. Cassidy Holsting, the 5'8" junior, tried to get that one over after the ball was hit towards her way and her back was to the net. Kramer gonna set up for Stratham. It's gonna be rejected right back on Baileyville's side of things. They try to drop it in easily, Dieters, but Argonia is gonna keep it alive. Dieters tries a soft touch once again. Look for her to do a hard kill attempt next time she has the opportunity, but she's not gonna get it, as Ashley Kramer, the junior, is gonna pick up her first points here in this set number 2 of the championship game to make it 5-4. They're still down by 1. Serve over. Argonia up by 1, 5-4. Dieters once again, soft touch, almost creeps it in there. And it's gonna be net touching, illegal touching to Argonia. It's gonna give Baileyville the point. And set up, here comes Ray trying to get some points. They're gonna come back. There's the hard slam that I was expecting from Dieters. They're gonna turn around and they're gonna try to set it up. Coming back is Holsting, and Holsting's gonna get it. Try number 2 successful for her. And it's 6-5. They're back with the lead is Baileyville. Holsting tried to get the block attempt, but able to regain the possession. It's that front line of Argonia. So while I've been praising the front line of Baileyville B&B, Argonia's front line has been good too. And right there, they're just unable to contain control of it. The biggest lead of set number 2 now for Baileyville, 7-5. Let's see if they keep their foot on the pedal and try to increase this lead and bury the Raiders. Nice teamwork, able to get it over. That one's out, point to Baileyville. Try to drop that one in on the side. Goes out of bounds though, not able to get it on the left side of the line. And that one's going to be too tough, so 2 straight points off 2 straight airs by Baileyville. Soft touch, Argonia keeps it alive. Raiders down by 1, but looking to take this set to force a 3rd set. Now it's tied up at 8 apiece. That one falls in. Who's the point going to be credited to? It's going to be Argonia. So now the Raiders have back the lead. B&B setting it up. Baileyville B&B. That was Dieters getting the point. Dieters tries to get the kill attempt. Kramer, soft touch over the net. Coming back is Hassman, and Hassman's going to get it to go off of Dieters. Diving action by Hannah Hasenkamp, trying to pick it up to keep it alive, but she's not able to do it. And Hasenkamp once again being relentless on that front line, knocking that one down. It's 11-8 now, 3-point lead. It's their biggest one of this set number 2, with their biggest one here in the championship matchup is 4, which they were up 8-4 in that set number 1, but unable to hold on to it. Drop in Dieters. Here comes Hasenkamp once again. Excuse me, that was Hessman coming back with that one. Hasenkamp is on Baileyville. Hessman is on Argonia. 12-8 now. Another 4-point deficit is being faced now with Baileyville B&B. Set up, Dieters comes back, soft touch, he's gonna cross the line. Point to the Raiders. And now a timeout by head coach Jessica Koch of the B&B Falcons, Baileyville B&B Falcons. She sees her team down 13-8, the biggest deficit they have faced here today. They swept Weskin in the semifinals to make it here. In fact, out of their 4 opponents, they have swept 3 of them. They're looking to sweep Argonia here as they won the first set. And you don't see a lot of sweeps in state actions and state volleyball action. So if they can complete this sweep, win their second straight title, it would be a magnificent state competition run for Baileyville B&B. Sweeping 4 of their 5. The only ones that they have not swept was Ingalls, in which they went to 3 sets, winning 25-19 before losing 25-23 and then winning 25-13 to advance to the semifinals. But now they're finding themselves down 14-8. They're going to run in some substitutions. Coming in for the first time here is Samantha Wessel. She played a little bit in the semifinal game against Weskin in that set number 1, but since then has not seen action, and that one's going to be an ace. She got it to fall, sneak over the net. And now she's going to come right back, but 15-8, they almost have them doubled up. And that one falls in, so here we go. We might see a run now. They brought Wessel in for just that purpose. And now Ashley Kramer is going to rotate back in to serve. Sudbeck able to control it. Kramer now setting up for Dieters. Dieters saw it tough over. She loves that soft touch. Here goes Hessman. Hessman's going to get rejected by Sudbeck. Now here comes just a miss. Soft touch right there. I think she was going up expecting to set it up for Schmitz, but then she realized that she has to get over the net on this hit. And it fell into the middle of the net. So here we come. Dieter is going to be blocked once again. Now she gets it over with the soft touch. (16-9). Argonia has the lead and make that 17-9 now. Another timeout called by Baileyville B&B. Slowly, they are seeing the fact that this might go into 3 sets. Find themselves down here in the second set, 17-9 after taking the first one, 25-18. Argonia is being relentless right now. They knew that they were better than how they performed in that set number 1, which they lost 25-18. In which once they jumped up 18-4, they never really got back into that groove. They did score 4 straight points when they saw themselves down 23-14 to make it 23-18, but then ultimately, of course, Baileyville took it 25-18. So let's see what Argonia has right now. If they can keep the throttle down, they can keep chugging along and take this set number 2 and force a set number 3 in the 1A Division II state title matchup here in Gross Memorial Coliseum in Hays, Kansas, on the campus of Fort Hays State University. It's chilly outside, but the competition is hot inside. Really on both sides, whether it's the championship game between Argonia and Baileyville or the third place matchup between Weskin and Granville. There we go, set up. Dieters coming full strong, and she gets that one to fall in. It hits the ground, and she shows it. Falcons starting their own team chant, trying to get their team back in it. They're down 17-10. And 18-10 is right there. You see the kill attempt by Holsting actually knocked over the out-of-bounds stick marker on the opposite side of the neck and knocked it down, undetached it. And they're just having all types of problems over here on this side. They had a timeout in the set number 1 of the semifinal game for blood. And now they have the out-of-bounds marker flag falling off the net. They're having trouble getting it reconnected. Assistant coach for Argonia coming over, Blake Brewster coming over to see if he can, help out the official to get it squared away. Looks like it's squared away, but it's on there. Looks like it's just not that straight. And you can't play until that thing is fully straight. You have a back judge coming in telling them which way to rotate it. Looks like they got it, and let's resume action in this state title matchup. Argonia gets it over on the 3rd try. Here's a setup for Laura Sudbeck. Sudbeck's going to be rejected. Hitting the deck is Herder. Herder gets it to go over the net as she dives over. Wow, kind of just threw her arm out. I think she's just trying to keep that one alive, but it goes over the net. Point to the Falcons. So here we go. Dieters now will serve. Hessman right at Herder. Herder able to control it. Kramer going to set it up for Sudbeck. Sudbeck drops it over. Hitting the deck is Ray for Argonia to keep it alive. And here comes Strothman yet to make a point in the set number 2. But it doesn't matter. Her teammates have her back. 18-12 now is the deficit the Falcons are facing. And they're going to creep themselves back in closer now. Another point for Baileyville. Rejected, goes out of bounds off of the hands of Stratham, which means Argonia is going to get that point to make it 19-13 now. Kramer set up, Sudbeck comes back, back row spike successful. 19-14 now. Baileyville B&B has trailed most of this set number 2. Hannah Hazenkamp coming on now. She has struggled with service errors here in the semifinal in the state championship match, but right there she's successful, doesn't get the air. Gonna set up, Sudbeck has been relentless trying to get her team this win, but right there unable to get the kill. But let's go back to her, let's try hard. Now let's go soft, and she gets it. With the teardrop over the net. Baileyville B&B is not gonna go down without a fight, down 19, and there's that service there that I talked about. She's been struggling with so far here. Not so much in the day 1, but day 2 she has. 20-15 now. Can Argonia get 5 points to end this one, or is Baileyville gonna storm back and take this one? Right in front of her, she tried to dive down and stick out that hand to get under it. Things looking good for Argonia right now. They want to pick up a state title for themselves. Kramer set up for Sudbeck, going to be partially blocked, but it's going to stay alive. Here come the Raiders. Sudbeck blocked out of bounds though. You had Hessman going up to try to get that one along with Ray. Out of bounds, 21-16. Argonia with the lead. Kramer handles it off the net. Dieter hits it over. Close, tricky handles to keep the ball alive, but Baileyville B&B able to do that. Stratham trying to get in on the action for first time. Great action right there. She goes up against the net, but it's going to be a point for Baileyville. You lay all out there here in a state championship matchup, and that is what has been going on. Both teams not going to go down without a fight. 21-17, Argonia with the lead over last year's state title winners, Baileyville B&B. Here in this set number 2, set number 1 was taken by Baileyville B&B 25-18 earlier. 1A Division II state title here in Hays, Kansas, KSHSAA Network. Third place game is heating up over there on the other side between Grainville and Weskin, and is just as heated over here on the state title side. Sudbeck, serve over. Kramer now gonna set it up for their go-to key player here today, and she gets it. Hasn't been as effective in the state title matchup, Stratham, but she was definitely key to get them here, both in day 1 and the semifinal, and she pulls her team within 3, 21-18 now. Hazenkamp gets that one to go. Dieter's able to knock it over the net. Kramer set up. Stratham full throttle, and it's a back row spike. And these Falcons are all smiles, fighting their way back. Kind of a look of disbelief now being shown by the Raiders of Argonia on how Baileyville has fought their way back into it yet again. Dieters tips it over in front of Ray. 21-20 now. Bailey B&B had their backs completely up against the walls. Down 20-15, but now they have came back and we are tied 21-21, set 2. State title is on the line. Baileyville gets this win. They will take it. Argonia looking to force a set number 3. But Baileyville's ability to fight back, being down. They were down 8-4 in the first one. They came back won. They've been down 16-8. They've been down 20-15 here in set number 2, but they continue to not die. They continue to keep going. And that is why they were the favorites coming in. That's why they won the state title last year. Let's see what Sudbeck can do. Laura Sudbeck on to serve. We're tied 21-21. Set number 2, the 1A Division II state title game. Here they come. Schrotham gonna hit it. Dieter, excuse me, that's gonna be Kramer setting up for her. Hard hit, able to be controlled though. And Dieter sits that one backwards. Sudbeck falls down to her knee. And that's gonna lead to an Argonia point. The Raiders cashing in on that one. 22-21 now. Far from over though. And here's the serve over, going down is Hazenkamp to keep it alive. Gonna be hit over and we're back tied. Herder picking it up. Miscommunication by the Raiders once again. 22-22 now. Dieters blocks out one. Kramer able to control it for a team. Now the teardrop over. Is that one going to stay? Who's that? I don't know who that point is. It's going to go to Argonia. Baileyville B&B thought it was going to go to them. They're down 23-22 now. Jennifer Dieters drops that one over. She's been spectacular so far here in this set number 2. Here comes Holsing. Holsing's going to be just rejected right back, and now Argonia is 1 point away from taking set number 2. Over, and that's going to still stay interesting. Coming right back is Holsing. And checking now in is Ashley Smits, the 5'9" junior, to play that front line for Baileyville B&B. 24-23, still a point wins it for Argonia. Hessman trying to win it for her team. Gonna get that one blocked by that front line, and here we go again. We're back tied 24. What a set number 2 has been. Emotions running high. You can feel the emotion. You can feel the chills running through this gymnasium right now here. The state title matchup. Herder calls it out. Great teamwork right there. Schmitz setting it up. Now Dieters hits it over. Blocked, and it's going to go out, point to Argonia. 25, 24. Can Argonia win it here? Kramer set up. Dieters stays it alive for Argonia. Baileyville thought they had it won. Out, and we're gonna go to a set number 3. Argonia is going to hold on 26-24. Set number 2 was the most exciting matchup you will probably see in volleyball. Baileyville continued to fight back when they saw themselves down 16-8 and 20-15. Argonia lost, Baileyville won the first one 25-18. Argonia fights back to win the second one 26-24. So, you know, we're going to go ahead and we're going to come back and we're going to have a set number 3 now for a state title. Argonia looking to keep Baileyville B&B from winning their second straight title, third title in the last 7 years. And will Baileyville, they want that to happen. They're going to do everything in their power to come back. Argonia fought back. They caught them by surprise. Definitely played better than what they did in that set number 1 matchup, which they lost at 25-18. Argonia was the second seed in the bottom bracket here in the 1A Division II State Championship Tournament being held at Gross Memorial Coliseum. Baileyville B&B was the number 1 seed in the top bracket, which means basically Argonia was the number 1 seed from court number B, which was the bottom bracket. Argonia the number 2 seed overall here in this tournament. So the number 1 seed and the number 2 seed battling it out. First set went to Baileyville 25-18. Second set went to Argonia 26-24. After this set, we will have a state champion. Will it be Baileyville B&B or will it be Argonia? Only time will tell. The Falcons of Baileyville B&B on the court and ready. Argonia getting last-second instructions from their head coach. All eyes now are on this. The third place game has wrapped up. So all eyes here in Gross Memorial Coliseum and campus of Fort Hays State University will be on this championship game like it should be right now. The Raiders will serve to start it off. Set number 3, state title on the line. We are underway. Kramer set up. Sudbeck going to be blocked. Sudbeck comes back hard, then soft. Herder going to hit the deck, get it over. Kramer once again sent it up for Sudbeck, and it went to her 3 straight times, and none of them worked. First point's going to go to the Raiders. Serve up, underway. Kramer sent it up. This time they'll go to the opposite side. Now they're going to set it up for number 18 over there for Baileyville. That's going to be Holsing, the 5A junior, picking it up to even things out at 1 apiece. Ray gonna set it up for a teammate. Schmitz is gonna hit the middle of the net. She's frustrated at herself. Her teammates coming over her and telling her, don't worry about it, shake it off, you'll get it next time. Sudbeck trying to drop that one in. Now they're gonna go to Stratham. Stratham unable to get that one. One's gonna fall out of bounds, so the point will go to Baileyville. Holsing stuck in the net a little bit, and she's able to get out. And here comes Hazenkamp. Gets it over. McCoy able to control it, the libero position for Argonia, and there's the first point now for her. Finally, Laura Sudbeck, they've tried her out 4 times now, setting things up for her. And the 4th one is successful. Kramer back to Sudbeck, soft touch, looked like she's gonna go hard. Hang time right there, and she's gonna block that one back down. 4-2 now. Baileyville with the lead. This Kramer has definitely been setting things up nice for Sudbeck. It's obvious that the team wants to run their offense through Sudbeck here early on. Stratham's going to be too strong on that one, so it's going to pull the Raiders back within 1. Four to 3. Both teams have won a set. First one went to Baileyville. Second one went to Argonia. Sudbeck back, and she's got it. She's got 2 of their 5. Here in this set number 3 of the state championship game, 1A Division II. Block. Stratham tried to get that one to go down. Hazenkamp's gonna dive and try to lay her body out on the line to keep it alive, but doesn't get it. Point will go to the Raiders. Things still staying interesting right now, and Jennifer Dieter's just, that one got away from her trying to get it over the net. Went right into the middle of it. So here we go, Stratham coming right back. That one fall in, I believe it did, and it did. No, it didn't. Point to Argonia. Back row spike a little bit too much. And Kramer 5'6" goes up, tries to get the point, but she's gonna be taken down by, 5'11". 5'11" will win 5'6" most of the time, but Baileyville's still gonna sneak away with that point. Herder will check out now. Holsing will check back in. Hessman tried to get that one to go. Hessman has been the key player for Argonia here throughout this day number 2, especially here in this championship matchup. Set up. Hessman's gonna have that one sail out of bounds off of her. 7-6 now is the lead for the Falcons from Baileyville B&B. And that one's going to fall out, but it went off of the hands. Last touch by the Falcons. Argonia is going to chip in on that one to tie it back up at 7. And point going to go to Argonia on that one. Illegal hit. Kramer to Holsing, and Holsing's gonna cash in. Holsing has been one of those players here in this final. When you need her, go to her. And they went to her, and they got points out of her. Set up, Hessman has to run to get one over, but she does. Kramer now back to Holsing. Holsing gets rejected, but she's able to hit it right back. Here we go. They're going to turn around. They're going to set it up now for Dieters, and Dieters gets that one to fall. Right in front of McCoy. Dieters dropped that one in perfectly. And we're going to now have a 1-point advantage towards Baileyville B&B. And that one's going to go out of bounds. Point to the Falcons. So here in the set number 3 now, they have their largest lead. Raiders scrambling around, but they're able to keep the ball in action. Skying up is Dieters. McCoy is going to be charged with that illegal hit, so it's now going to be towards Baileyville. We'll get the point 11-8 now. Hessman tries to drop one in front of that back line that Baileyville B&B brings to the tables. Point to the Falcons. That one goes under the net rather than over the net. So the Raiders are going to want to call a timeout. Talk things over. They're down 12-8 here in set number 3 of the 1A Division II Kansas State Championship Final. Baileyville B&B up 12-8. Took the first set, lost the second set. Now they're looking to take the third set to win back-to-back state titles. But you know, there's another team here, the Argonia Raiders, and they want a piece of that state title as themselves. So they're gonna not lay down and die. They're gonna fight back in this one, down by 4. And I'll tell you what, Baileyville B&B, they really get into this. They're out there dancing to Cotton Eye Joe. They were dancing to Gangnam Style earlier. They get in it. They got, you know, they're serious, but at the same time, they can come out and they can have fun with this. And right now, they're the best team here in the state, and they got it, 13-8. They have the lead now. Ashley Kramer now going to serve. Kramer going to come back, set it up for Holsing. Holsing tries to drop it in with the soft touch. Sudebeck's going to keep it alive. Here comes Holsing now. Instead of going soft, he's going to come back with a hard kill, trying to smash it in there. Raiders not backing down, though. Their defense is fierce, and it's going to lead to their points right there, as the offense ran out of gas for Baileyville right there. Not enough on that one by Holsing. (13-9). That one's going to go off of the face. Dieters with a strong hit that's going to go off of the face of Faith Gaddy. Hessman coming back, and that time she's going to be blocked, but it's going to stay on their side. Schmitz and Holsting try to block her down, but the point's going to go to the Raiders. Kramer set up back to Holsting. Holsting, McCoy able to control it. Back over the net. Sudbeck, Tribeman dropped that one in front of Hessman. Hessman having none of that. Ball still alive. Here comes Herter. Herter set up. Laura Sudbeck. Hessman tries to get it over, but Sudbeck's going to reject that one back down. Point to the Falcons. McCoy having to chase that one out of bounds after Hessman hit it backwards, but she gets it control. Raiders eventually get it over the net, so no harm done yet. Holsting diving down, not able to control that one. Kramer went down low to get it as well, but she doesn't make contact with it. So let's send the point towards the Raiders. McCoy to serve. Gets it low. Herter able to dive down and dig it up. Dropped down by, I believe that was Strothman, able to get that one down on the front line, but nonetheless, it's still alive by the Raiders. And the Raiders going to get a nice block right there. And that's going to be pushing the ball. They caught the ball, pushed the ball up. Point two. The Raiders, so it's 15-12. Things slowly getting even more interesting here, as if they weren't already here in the third set of the state titles. On the line, winner gets it. Loser will have that second place trophy to take back home. Set up, here comes Laura Sudbeck. McCoy went down low to get that one. Going down low to get that one is Holsting, but Holsting's not able to get it. (16-13). It's a 3-point lead for Baileyville B&B. Here comes number 6, Kramer, setting it up for number 29, Sudbeck. And going down low is Kramer, trying to get that one. Not able to get it. The Raiders, Argonia Raiders, not going down without a fight here. 16-14. Strotham coming back. Now here comes Sudbeck. Sudbeck's going to be rejected by that front line. The front line has been key so far. Now it's going to be net contact. Frustration being showed by Christina Topnick. Made contact with that net. Oh, here we go. Kramer now gets it, going to set it up for her teammate, her senior teammate, Strotham. Going down low is Hazenkamp. Hazenkamp gets it back up. Strotham's going to finish it off. Lady Falcon fan base has traveled very good here to watch their team in their quest for their second straight Division II 1A state title. And Strathan gets that one to fall in between two Raiders who weren't sure on which one to take it. Miscommunication leads to the Baileyville point. It's now 19-14. Things going the Falcons' way. Let's see if the Raiders, after this timeout, can try to fight back in this one and make it even more interesting and maybe even take home the hardware that says state champions. Sudbeck will serve after the timeout called by Argonia. Raiders down in this one, 19-14. And it's 19-15 now as Herter's unable to get that one. Little Barrow hitting the ground, number 37. Kramer looking for the assist, and she got it. Strathan finishes it off. Strathan has the last 3 points for the Falcons. They're just 5 points away from being named the best in the state at the 1A Division II level. Coming back, point to Baileyville. Looks like that one was Sudbeck getting in on it. Raiders coming back, and Sudbeck's gonna hit that one over the net divider. So the point will go to the Raiders. 21-16, 4 points away are Baileyville B&B from taking this one. Holsting's gonna come right back, and in return, Argonia hits it over the net divider. Subbing out now. Ashley Schmidt's gonna work her way into the lineup. Blocked, almost. Dieter's almost got that one along with Schmidt's. That time they get it, hitting the deck, keeping it alive. Is going to be Holsting, but Baileyville B&B Falcons unable to back her up on that one. Point to the Raiders. So here we go. Here comes Dieters. Dieters too strong on that one. So 2 straight points now for the Raiders. Creeping their way back in this one. Point now fired up as you see the emotion now being shown by Holsting, jumping up and down after she got that one because she knows her team is just 2 mere points away from being named the state champions. Here comes Hessman. Hessman soft touch over the net. Sudbeck keeps it alive. Now Sudbeck's going to come back a little bit strong on that one, but Raiders control it. There's a lift hit. 1 point away now are the Falcons away from the state title. They're calm and collected right now, but you got to think on the inside, they're just turning. Able to explode. Holsting thought they had him. They've got it. Baileyville B&B, ladies and gentlemen, are your 1A Division II state champions for the 2nd straight year, the 3rd time in 7 years. They escaped 25-18. They won the first set 25-18. They lose the second set 26-24, but they come right back and they win the third set 25-18. Congratulations to Baileyville B&B on the 2012 1A Division II state champions, going home to Baileyville. And Argonia will take home second place. Congratulations to them as well. They fought hard, taking Baileyville to 3 sets. This was the 1A Division II state title matchup in the state of Kansas on KSHSAA Network.